It's Seven the Scientists. There is the Scientist 7. All right. Today we have a chemistry assignment, and it's going to be Fizzy Fun reactions. We're just going to do an acid and the base powders and see what happens when you mix them together. So we have 2 test tubes there that the young Seven scientists have. Test tube 1 and test tube 2. So the first thing the scientist is going to do is pour 30 milliliters of water, or 30 cc's, into test tube 1 and then into test tube 2. That's 1. And she has my lab jacket on, y'all. And that's 2. All right, then the direction says, cut the corners of the acid powder thing. So give me the acid powder. And don't touch this with your hands. Scientists,
yes.
What does this say, kids? Maybe we can get it to focus. Sodium hydrogen carbonate powder. I need acid, not the base. And what does that say? Does it say acid, A-C-I-D? Now we have citric acid powder. Now what I'm going to do is, hand me the scissors, scientists. So I'm cutting the corners of the acid, and she's going to pour this into the water in test tube 1. Test tube 1. Be careful. Then, to make it fun and colorful, she's going to dump a tablet in there. Now stir it with the wooden spoon, or spatula, or stick. You stir it up real good so it all mixes up. There you go. Yes, you can take it out. And you can show the kids. That's too close. Right there. Let's go ahead, stir it up. You guys see it's turning orange. You want to go turn our theme song down? Theme song down? Go ahead, Seven Scientists, since I'm back here. I'll be holding this, and I'll be stirring it. We have the dye pack in there. Just cut it down, baby. I'm stirring.
That's it?
That's perfect. We'll stir this real good.
Whoa.
There you go. Let the scientists finish stirring.
You did good, Seven.
Thank you, Seven Scientists. But you can call me Professor.
Okay. Well, nice, Professor.
So that's the acid base. It looked like everything dissolved.
It's still like that little tangy inside.
The tablet, the color tablet.
Yeah, so we
The dye pack.
Yeah. You do this, Professor.
All right, well, I'm doing this, stirring it. You get the other acid base thing. The base. The sodium bicarbonate.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, sodium hydrogen carbonate powder. That's going to be our base. Hold this for me while I cut that. Keep stirring. All right. Now you can put that back in the tube holder. Take the wooden thing out. There you go. Put that on your chemistry lab. Now pour this in test tube 2. Here we go. as she's pouring it in. Now stir it up real good.
Okay.
Now you could add a dye to the solution as well, but we're only going to do one. And as she's stirring it, what we're going to talk about is what's on our experiment today. So this is a Fizzy Fun reaction. The acid and base powders are solids in the form of small particles. A solid is a state of matter that is rigid, holds its shape, and doesn't flow like a liquid. Even though the powders appear to pour and take the shape of their containers, the individual particles of the powder hold their shape and are thus considered solids. When you add the powders to the water, you create an acidic solution in the first test tube and a basic solution in the second. The solids are dissolved into the water, which is a liquid. A liquid is a state of matter that flows and takes the shape of the container it is in, filling the bottom first. When you mix the acidic and basic solutions together, a chemical reaction occurs, the product of which is a gas. A gas is a state of matter that flows and expands to fill the entire container it is in. The gas forms in the liquid solution as bubbles, which rise up out of the solution and escape into the air. The acid is citric acid and the base is sodium hydrogen carbonate. When these mix, they react to form water, carbon dioxide gas, the bubbles, and sodium citrate. This reaction is similar to how baking powder reacts to form bubbles that cause cookies and cakes to rise. So have you mixed up the solution?
Yeah. Can you just
I can't see your face. Show them your face. This is Seven the Scientist stirring her concoction. All stirred up?
Yep.
So what are you going to do now is you're going to pour test tube 2 into test tube 1 and let's see what happens. Hold on. I need to make sure that the kids can see what happens when you do it. All right. Let's make sure I got an angle where they can see.
Is it done?
Yes, go ahead. Whoa! Whoa! Did you guys see that? I just read and explained what happens, the chemical reaction that happened, and it went up and it got on one of your cards. Well, that's today's experiment. Anything you want to say? I did all the talking today. Let's see your face. Anything?
Nope.
No? Well, anything you want to tell the kids before we leave?
Be safe out there.
Be safe out there. Thank you. And again, this has been Seven the Scientist in her chemistry lab. Uh-oh.
Wait.
Uh-oh.
Wait.
Uh-oh. She left. She coming by. You see the mess we made.
Wait a
Oh.
minute. Wait a minute. Oh.
You see all the things.
Wait a minute.
She got us waiting.
It's Seven the Scientist.
Here she comes. Here she comes. Here she comes. Here she comes with her lab jacket on.
Stop